Morning, guys. Hope exams are going well for you. These are just some of your instructions for the week this week. Remember, this term is going along very quickly, so if you want any support with your essay, I would like it at the end of week 7. Remember, I prefer it on a Word document. So what you need to do is you need to go to your Office 365 and go to Word, and then you need to go new blank document, label it as this essay, whatever essay is. For example, Jacoby and Daniel Neal and Luke Dravitsky have already done this. If you want to share with me, you just go PD at Nelson College, and then that'll bring me up. Click on me, and then go send. Obviously label it as your essay, and then I can write comments on the side like needs more detail in this paragraph, for example. Okay, and then I can post it and give you feedback. I think it's good that you do get feedback, but if you don't get around to it, well, that's just your issue, okay? Now, I want these essays handed in week 10. I'm not going to have any excuses like the 1.2 standard. If it's not in, I'm not going to mark it. That is the deadline, okay? And I'll email your parents about that as well. Also, remember that this week is week 6, so I don't expect that you've done any work on it this week, but next week is week 7, and it's tournament week. So after week 7, it's going to go week 8, 9, and 10. And you are not going to have any time after. You're going to have 2 periods a week after week 8 to complete it. Just remember that that's only going to be 2 periods a week because we've got to get going for our touch, and it's only touch rugby, and there's only 2.5 weeks next term. So we really need to get this moving, okay? And if you want feedback, remember to add it to me. I'm not going to chase you up for feedback. You need to come looking for it. Cool? All right. So if we go into our OneNote folder now, I've put in some more information about the societal influences that you could use and what some of the themes is. Remember, you've got to have one societal influence for each paragraph, and you, for merit or more so excellence, you need to be able to tie those together. Just remember that you need to talk about 2 themes as well. So sexism, healthism, commodification, school culture, youth culture, and the body. Remembering using these techniques, so statement, explanation, example. So you basically got to state what the influence of a popular view might be, and here's an example in more detail. And then it's got examples over here as well. And also you've got to be able to talk about PIPs, which is personal, interpersonal, and societal factors. So personal factors might include people's knowledge, attitudes, values, beliefs, and lifestyle choices they make. Contextual societal influences also include things that people have no choice over, like age, sex, genetics, whatever. Personal factors, interpersonal factors include relationships with friends and family. So if we're thinking about Gen Z, what influences might I get from my family to play a chosen Gen Z sport? You might not. Or what influences do you get from your peers? So generally you play sports because your peers play the same sports, not always, but a lot of the time. So you make those connections there. And then you got to link it to societal factors. So including many things such as policy and decisions, laws, different cultural practices, norms, the economic situation of the community. So that's about how you link to what society thinks of those sports. And remember, there's lots of answers that you could come up with. I'm also going to share with you achieved merit and excellence that a reliever is going to be able to give out, because remember, I'm not here for week 7. So the reliever on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to do theory lessons in class, just focusing on your essays. This is a really good idea to make best value of this time. If you choose to muck around in this time, you're only wasting your own time, okay? Remember, in here as well, we've got annotated notes. where it's got examples of previous year's students' work. If you go into Generation Z and physical activity, it's got the whole PowerPoint that we worked off. So it's got the assignment, it's got about Gen Zers. So this is what you should, this slide here is what you should be building up around what are Gen Zers for your introduction, the activities. So it's got examples of what are Gen Z sports, fun, fast, action-packed, rah, rah, rah. This is all in this section here. So it's got advertising, it's got all the societal influences, okay? And it's got breakdowns on why they are societal influences. So it's all here, you just have to construct an essay around it. So just remember on Monday and Tuesday, I'll have an example of an excellence, a merit, and achieved level answer, and you can have a quick look through those. I don't want you to take them away, I want you to leave them in the classroom, but they're there for you to access. So make sure you make the most of this week to get as much of your essay written as possible, and then share the Word document with me and I can give you feedback. Okay, I hope you have a really productive week, and I will see you start of week 8. All right, thank you.